You're listening to the Hot Seed Podcast.
Welcome all. I'm Sean, along with my co-host, Dave.
Yes, sir.
And Master Earl should be joining us at some point. But as always, you know what it is. We're just dads with mics, gamers with headsets, and a whole lot of unfiltered conversation. And as always, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Hot Seed Podcast. Be sure to listen, like, rate, review, share, and most importantly, enjoy on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you get your favorite shows. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube channel at the Hot Seed Podcast. And before we go any further, we are powered. Yes, we are powered by none other than DUBBY Energy. So no sugar means no crash, means no jitters, means longevity. So whether you're a streamer, podcaster, gamer, you just need an early wake me up, whatever it is you need, though, DUBBY Energy is the energy drink for you. So to make it even better, and you don't believe what I'm telling you right now, try it out for yourself. And on top of that, we're going to throw in 10% off your first order when you go to dubby.gg. Just put in the code, the Hot Seed Podcast, and you can actually follow the link in the show notes, or you can go ahead and just listen to what I'm telling you right now. But again, DUBBY Energy, official partner of the Hot Seed Podcast. Episode 171. Today's October 28th, 2025. Hello, my friend. How you doing?
What's going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah. In light of current events, I'm going to keep the vacation talk not too much. It was him in there. Just know, I just feel like me and my family are very fortunate to be able to do that, considering all that's going on in the world right now. But yeah, I'm back. And oddly enough, I'm not tired. Usually you would thought I'm not tired. Usually you need like a vacation from a vacation. No, I'm good. You know, my kidneys might be tired, but you know, hey, tell you about it.
I'll tell you this before we get deep into the talking stuff, and I'm definitely glad you are back because you actually had to get around what I'm about to discuss.
Yeah.
Sending all the prayers out to family and friends down in Jamaica. You know, we got the hurricane, I believe it was the Hurricane Melissa.
Yeah, man.
As last I checked, it is the second strongest storm in that area ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's making landfall at Category 5. We heard other Category 5s, but by the time it makes landfall, it normally isn't that. It's normally like 4 or 3 or something like that.
Right.
Loses speed. This one is at Category 5 and moving slow.
Yeah.
So it's very bad. And if you know anything, about Jamaica and the hills and things like that, it'll probably just hover around. And we're hoping that it just passes right on through. And they're getting hit right now. And some of the videos that I've seen and just seeing within the family chat, because, you know, Dre's side of the family is from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Just plenty of blessings on out there, and prayers are with them. And don't be fooled by the calmness, because they went in, the storm chases and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The military, they go inside the storm, inside the eye, and you'll think it's a pleasant day. So the storm will hit, and then the eye of the storm will hit over the land, and you'll think it's a pleasant day. The birds are out and everything else like that.
The backside of the wall.
Right behind it.
Yeah, man.
Right behind it, it's still coming. So they're telling them, don't go out at all today, at all. Just don't even, I don't care how it looks. Don't go out there.
It's something, man, that I marvel at with Mother Nature in general, man, and hoping when I saw this thing happening, actually, my wife's cousin, he's actually works for the National Weather Service. So talking to him, and for them, it's a 2-part thing for them. It's their job, so they marvel at science and stuff like that. But at the same time, the human part comes in.
The beauty of the actual storm,
man.
Not what it's gonna do, but the beauty of the makeup. Yeah,
and it's crazy. I don't know if for you guys listening or watching, remember the film The Day After Tomorrow, which was an inverse, and they had the one, they showed the inside. It was like the one scene they had the helicopters and they were flying inside of that. So I was looking at one of the looking at it, they circulating around the shots of like one of the United States Air Force like Hurricane Reserve planes, and it shows you your exact same point, man. It looks they call it the stadium view. You look in there, it looks like a stadium in there, and
you see the storm all around you.
It's scary, man. Like I would be shitting my pants, bro, because like it's just the power of that. Because the front side of it, yes, but that back side is something that what they're so concerned about, because that goes over. That has the most intense part of it. When I looked up there, they had winds of at 200 miles an hour, man. And I've been looking at things to where, they're the strongest in the hurricane scale is a category 5. And I've seen conversation about, man, something like this. Is this a 5 or call it a 6? Like, to your point, like the second strongest storm ever. Mm-hmm. And it's massive. Like, it's a massive storm. And it's moving very slowly, which was the biggest concern. I know I looked at some point, it was moving like at 3 miles an hour. So it was just hovering. And I'm watching like a loop. It was like 72 hours. And they saw it and they thought it was going to pass west. And then it did like this. They call it like the spaghetti track or something like that. And then all of a sudden, man, you see it like stop and curl back towards Jamaica, man. I'm like, bruh, that is...
So,
yeah.
I just wanted to point out a quick update, and this was updated about 13 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So Hurricane Melissa made landfall in Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane around 1 p.m., according to the National Hurricane Center. The storm was downgraded to Category 4 several hours after landfall, but it is still the most powerful of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, and one of the most powerful ever in the Atlantic Basin. They say it's clocked at 185 miles an hour sustainable winds. Not a gust.
Just
sustainable. When it was out in water right before making landfall, they actually clocked it at 225 or 228. Like, just crazy. At least 7 hurricane related deaths have been reported, and that spreads across 3 in Jamaica and Haiti and 1 in the Dominican Republic. The 3 deaths in Jamaica actually came from the people doing preparation for the storm, and something happened. So just out there praying for everyone's safekeeping.
Man.
At this point, there's nothing you can do is just try to ride it out and just hold on to your loved ones.
Yeah, man. We were in Puerto Rico, and we went to some beaches and stuff and we didn't even go into, like, we went to the beaches though, but you can feel the surf. It was choppy. Someday we didn't even go out there. I mean, it was rough. And like I said, her cousin was like, "Hey, I want to go to the beach today." Like that, it was hitting. It looked gorgeous, but you can tell it's like that eerie calmness out there. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Master Earl, man, to join us. And I will say that I don't have any family. I don't have any direct family out there, but we actually had one of our former guests, man, Dominique Hammonds, the violinist.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, man. He went down there for a wedding. Yeah, and he couldn't get off the island. Last time I looked, they moved them into like the convention center and stuff like that. I reached out to him, real quick, and it's checked in with him, and he reposted out to a lot of people, because a lot of people in contact. He said, "I'm just trying to conserve my battery and stuff like that, because it's happening. It's happening. It's just one of those things, man, where
it was supposed to be exiting off the northwestern side. So I want to say around like that Montego Bay side.
And when I looked, and hopefully it was taking a direct shot at Montego Bay. Hopefully it misses that, but it's still a thing, man. It's still going to disturb a lot. My mother-in-law, she's down in Puerto Rico now. I'm pretty sure her cruise is going to get, canceled. Again, like, we just got back, and we got ahead of the storm, because not only that though, there's a lot of delays and stuff in the airport around the St. Louis area, because they had stuff going on there. So I'm like, we got ahead of that. But welcome, Master Earl, man. Welcome to the party, episode 171. How you feeling? I can't tell if he looks like he's no, he's not. I thought he was frozen for a second there. How you doing, sir? I missed you. I've seen your face in a long time.
Oh.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what we do.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't I look taller than Earl?
He does. He's growing up. My guys are growing up on me.
That's
I
what
love
I'm talking about.
it. Oh, yeah. So prayers to everybody on Jamaica, man. But this will transition right into our first topic. Come back, and it's still happening. We're at day 27, day 28, day 27 of the U.S. government shutdown. And at this point, people in the federal government is pretty much out there working for free. And I was looking at real-time stuff today. There's still, a vote still can come to a head. They need like 60 votes for the pass. This one through, and it's 54. We're about 4 days out, roughly, or 3 days out from SNAP benefits stopping. And why this makes a perfect transition from Jamaica to what we got going on is we got folks that out there who are literally fighting for their lives right now and wish that they had the amenities and the structure and all this stuff. That's the money in general of the United States, that being Jamaica, and the United States over here on the extra bullshit. With a lot of people, TSA federal workers not getting paid. Military, I think, got paid. Maybe not. I'm not even sure at this point.
They did. They got paid.
You got millions of people about to go, and their SNAP or their food stamp benefits about to be cut off, and with no end in sight because politicians can't get their head out their ass at the end of the day. Meanwhile, we're still paying federal taxes.
First off, if this guy does one more yawn on this damn thing, we waiting for you and you come on time. Like, what is that?
Right.
That's number one.
Right.
Been off the air for all these weeks and you come on yawning 3-4 times.
Because I actually have a job I like you.
I hear that. Well, maybe you need to quit because you can't maintain out this your old ass out here yawning. Yeah, damn, drink something.
Oh man, do something.
Yeah, let me do a take on this real quick.
What you got, man? Yeah.
So this is not a Trump reaction, a Republican reaction, any of that type of stuff. This is a country reaction to me.
Facts.
And just our government in general. Why every single year, I don't care who's in government, do we always got to talk on a quarterly basis about the government shutting down? Us as regular folks, if I can't provide the budget to pay my bills, guess what happens? You want to see a shutdown? I'm out the house.
Right.
Cars taken. You know what I mean? All these different type of things. I told you my running from Rent-A-Center story. You know what I mean? So this is real stuff.
Right.
If you don't pay your stuff, then that's it. Why is it that I got to sit back on a quarterly basis and sit back and look at this government fight about how they're going to pay their bills? Stuff that you're passing, and they always ask people when they're campaigning and stuff like that, oh, that sounds good. How are you going to pay for it? Oh, yeah, well, we're going to do this, and we're going to pull from that. And so, well, those things have to be voted on by everybody.
Right.
So is everybody in agreement with that, or at least a good portion to get it passed? Because if not, we're going to be sitting at this every single quarter. Whether you're for what they're trying to pass or not, this is what's happening. But this is the craziest part of it. You're not affected. Everybody else waiting for you to make a decision is affected. Go back old school with the founding fathers when you see them huddled up within like a Capitol building and things like that within a room, and they can't leave it until they come to
until they figure that shit out. Yeah.
You're not going on vacation. How are we sitting back with the government closed and you're talking about people are on vacation? They're not even there. They're not even talking about it. They're not even there. How are we talking about a government shutdown and this man building a ballroom? This man giving money to other countries. Like, how are we talking about this? I don't understand. And like I said, it's not just a him thing because we have it all the time.
Yeah.
Why can't you just pass something that just lasts? I don't understand it. You know what's coming up. You know these different bills. Pass it. We're in a country that was born into debt. in debt that we've never gotten out of.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you're sitting back here and you can't pass a budget. But then if we can't do certain things, you turn all our shit off. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, don't not pay your taxes. Don't not. What's
what
the
I'm
little,
saying?
they got? What's all them little jingles and shit that I'm hearing now? Like every time
They should be the first people that are not getting paid when the government shuts down.
Yeah. Right.
It's that simple.
I think it was on purpose.
Which part?
I think the shutdown is on purpose. Like, I think.
But on what side?
On the government.
Because both sides are having their points on why they are not agreeing on it.
I think the government purposely did this, save some money or whatever, and that's that. And this is the one thing where I'm like, at this point, it shouldn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, because real talk, this impacts everybody. And truth be told, it impacts more of them than it do us.
Here's the thing, Earl. They ain't saving no money because the stuff is still running. Like the government offices, yeah. But all the other stuff that relies, like the airports, that stuff is still running.
No, but I'm saying, and just since the money that you would have to give out in SNAP benefits, you saving money on that.
Oh, yeah. That's just one part. Yeah, that's just one. It's
the thing that I'm just like, yo, what you don't want to have happen, you let this go long enough. After a while, people that don't have, when you get in the survival mode, what's going to happen?
Bro, hands down, I think we had a discussion. Remember that people had the power, and I think we forget that sometimes.
Thank you for saying that.
And if you wanted this whole thing to end, and I'm TSA and I'm not getting paid, guess what I'm not doing? All of us are talking, and I'm not showing up, and the airport is shut down. It's not happening. It's just those things are not happening. So, okay, do your thing, but nothing's moving.
Yeah.
You know how certain things get decided on? It's when people sit back and they strike.
Right.
And they're like, look,
exactly.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What happened when those whole things happened with the ports and the shipments coming in? Look how quickly that got solved. And wait a minute. We ain't getting our stuff in? Yeah, do your tariffs all you want. Tariff on what? It ain't coming in. Because I'm stopping. I'm not doing any of that. I'm at the border. I'm not getting paid. But you want me to stop these people from coming in? Oh, yeah, I see the fentanyl. I'm good. Do your thing, man. There's no evil, see no evil. Like,
and the crazy part of this is some things that through all this, and not just the government shutdown part, but different parts, is a lot of parts of the United States that is not likable. Like, don't like that shit. So for those people out there, like, well, if you don't like it here, move, leave. Me saying that I disagree.
Go back to your country, nigga.
Right. Whether and it's ain't just that. It's just anyone. Like the ones that be anyone. Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, if you don't like it, I was like, do you not see what's happening? Because for the ones who say that on any side, I mean, you had one of our NFL greats talk out the side of his mouth and he was talking about the Bad Bunny situation. Stupid. But I'm like, bro, like you're supposed to not agree with everything that the government puts in front of you. This stuff that's happening right now, as a collective, is our fault. Not our fault. Not our three fault. It's our fault.
But people.
Yes,
people.
You voted for them people.
Remember, this is what I was about to say. So the problem with the government is us as people, we don't hold the people that we put in office accountable. And I'm not talking about presidents and vice presidents and things like. I'm talking about the people that are representing your state.
Right.
As far as Congress and Senate, they're over there voting party. No, buddy, you better be voting Maryland. You better be voting New Jersey. You better be voting Virginia. You better be voting New York, wherever you're at. You better be voting there. And just because it's a Republican state doesn't mean that they are for your Republican views that you are sitting back saying, hey, I'm riding this on. Because when they get back and they were running away from their little local forums that they were having and they didn't want to take questions from their people. Well, what you think gonna happen when you come around to the midterms.
Yeah.
And that's where the people got to hold their feet to the fire. Because I can't say nothing for you. If you talk this big game now, then the government opens back up, then midterms come and you still put that person back in there.
Right. Case in point, it's not a party thing. It's in general. The governor of Virginia is Republican.
Yep.
And he is pushing hard to try to save those SNAP benefits there. It's not Democrat. Like them guys, like they're trying to get this stuff done. Because again, not every politician subscribes to the bullshit that's been going on. Now, if you watch only one thing, if your social media feed is only geared to one thing, if you only turn to one channel, yes, you would think that everybody's not in on that, but it drives the conscience of a lot of people. But to your point, this thing here is like you have to, if at this point, you can't even say if this don't wake you up, because COVID ain't wake you up, because we still going back to doing the same shit, going back to doing the same thing. Now, what's going to be interesting, because I think Earl was talking about, no, you were talking about the airports. The holiday travel season is right around the corner.
And what if I told you I ain't showing up and a bunch of us ain't?
Yeah, because a lot of airports are owned privately. So what you think is going, and a lot of those private investors, they put the money into these politicians' pockets. So if they not making money, somebody's signing something, because now you don't get that backing. But at some point, you got to be like, look, man, to your point, Dave, when are we going to stop with this merry-go-round?
It's bullshit, bro.
Every single time on something that's extra.
If I hear that, let's just kick it down the road joint one more time. Like, no, pass the bill. Pass the budget.
Yeah. A bunch of
you want to know what's crazy? We have this government shutdown now, right? It's about to go into November, right?
Right.
Do you realize this one that they pass goes back to discussion in December?
Yeah.
We're right back to even if they pass something right now, we're right back to the same government shutdown talk in December.
You know what everybody should just do? Everybody should just not pay for certain stuff. Put your foot down. It's not just like, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
I'm telling you, bro.
You're
not getting paid anyway. I ain't showing up. But you got to do it collectively. Because if there's just a couple people, they're going to get fired.
Exactly.
But if you show up collectively, like, nah, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. I know people that's furloughed. Ain't no way in hell.
And
then you have the audacity to send me a check for that shit to say zero.
No. Let me go even further. You have the audacity as a president and as a government to sit back and say, and I don't know if we'll do the back pay.
That's the other part. Right. Right.
He said that.
Right. So you still, like, to your point, Earl, you still running up a bill, because you got to do the back pay. And then the part that is so frustrating, all this shit is money based. And I'm gonna give you a personal situation that we were going through. So my wife, who's diabetic, so we're trying to get her insulin filled before we go on vacation. We had to change her pharmacy, because when we were going to, they couldn't fill it. And we talked to the pharmacist, and they literally told us that there's a shortage on insulin globally.
Wow.
So. And that was it. And so we asked, like, what do we do? She's like, I don't know what we do. What do you mean? What do we do? How do you tell somebody who relies on something to keep them alive? There's a shortage. I'm not sure what we don't know what to do. What? To your point, whether it's tariff-based, whether it's like stuff like that, like people, that's not in the news. Shit like that's not in the news because it doesn't get that. Like stuff like basic human rights
but there's no such thing as basic human rights. That's what I'm
telling you. We
live in a country that you hear all these things about, these things should be provided. Healthcare is a business.
It is.
It is a business. It's not meant for you to be alive. If you're going to be alive, you're going to be depending on what I give you.
Yeah. Right.
You're riding out this medication that I have you hooked on that you got to pay for.
Yeah.
All the time. And I'm not knocking all parts of healthcare. Hell, my wife was within that side of things. But what I'm telling you is it's a business. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then even your protections that are supposed to be within there are being taken away right now.
Yeah.
What ain't a business in this country?
You got to be able to make money off of it. Think about it, bro.
Ain't nothing.
Think about the craziest thing in the world. Think about how much we put towards buying water.
Bro,
ain't nothing.
the planet is what, 70% water or some shit like that? Water costs you $7
buying water.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing not a
natural
business. Healthcare is a business. Education is a business.
Church is a business. People can say whatever they want to be. Church is a business.
It is a tax-free business at that. Like all this shit is just annoying.
Hey, for people that know, if you know, you know. Yeah, you came up at the wrong time. I was asking for people that were giving this money plus this money.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Yep.
Get it together, man. Get it together, because this shit ain't it, man. Speaking of a business, it's a return of a business. Well, it was a business at one point. I'm not sure how profitable it is right now. And that would be over the weekend. We had the return of Verzuz. No limit versus no cash. And that's on purpose, because I did not get to watch it, like, because I was abroad. But I got to watch the highlights and I got to read about what's going on, and I clearly saw who was not there. And that was on the cash money side, that being one, Dwayne Michael Carter was not there, as well as Turk was not there as well. And I looked at the shenanigans that happened, and I mean, it was the nostalgia. I didn't need Verzuz for that. I could just, listen to it in my car. But from everything I saw, yeah, I need Verzuz. Just go ahead and turn it on and off. That's just me.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I briefly saw this, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been burnt out for the last 3 weeks.
He just fell off the screen.
Oh yeah, I was like, damn.
He's all burnt out.
I've been burnt out for the last 3 weeks trying to get my last my paper and stuff, my dissertation finished. So I finally got everything turned in. So I'm just
to become a doctor.
Yep.
So you join the business? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
See how I bring that full circle? Go ahead, keep talking.
So yeah, trying to do all of this, and so I'm in and out watching this jump, and I look at the end, and clearly Birdman was inebriated or something.
Oh, man, yeah.
What I'm just trying to understand from Birdman is, like, you went off on a whole tangent on Turk for not being there, which I'm like, to be honest with you, it ain't nothing that Turk was rapping that I was like, oh my God, Turk gotta be there. Like, I don't remember one song that Turk was on.
That ain't the point, though. You can't have the Hot Boys and not have the Hot Boys there.
Yeah, but my thing is, how are you coming up with this animosity for Turk? But you ain't not one time say nothing about Wayne.
First of all, he owes Wayne allegedly like $50 million. He stole from him.
Don't matter.
Second, if Wayne is there, it becomes the Dwayne Michael Carter show, because his catalog alone just goes to something else.
Rightfully so. That's why when we was talking about it, I was like, man, I want to see this crap, because it's gonna be lopsided.
You had to be in it when it was. So like
let me jump in here, because I had a take with Earl after the joint. He didn't agree with it, but I'm gonna tell you why I still stand where I stand.
Okay.
So I came into this, and Earl came in the same way. Even though I was like, okay, they both got hits and stuff like that. Cash Money, if they run down they real hits, like this is gonna be a clean sweep. But you have to be able to show up.
Yeah. And
when I say that, it's similar to I love the Locks and I love Dipset.
Yeah.
But you know who showed up in that one.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, even songs I love by Dipset, I was sitting back like, really, bro? Like, this is how you performing it? I couldn't give them props off of it. Like, they weren't together. That's how Cash Money looked to me. It was the Juvenile show with featuring Manny Fresh. Birdman out there drunk as shit, just talking off the, like, nobody even want to be around him. When he's talking, like, people are looking like, come on, bro, like grabbing a mic from him.
His own sister-in-law had to take
he's still he's still stuck in his beef as far as within Master P. Even though they clapped up, you can still I'm the number one stunner and so and so. And Master P played off that so well. And the reason why I go back to what you just said, Earl, when you say when Sean was mentioning the fact that owing Lil Wayne money, and you was like, well, that's not the deal. The part of it is because you just saw it on stage, where you saw the difference between the person that takes care of his camp and they'll show up for him, compared to somebody that even people that were on stage weren't even like the crew. Like, you had people up there texting behind Juvie while he was rapping and sitting up there, and I was like, bro, y'all don't look together.
No.
Like, Juvie's ready. Juvie's ready. Like, he's there.
Don't be a situational gangster, bro. Like, if you ain't gonna be equal opportunity and you don't come at Wayne for not being there, then don't come at Turk, bro.
No, I got you. It wasn't that the same way when he came on to Breakfast Club? And Charlamagne was like, why you coming at me? You didn't come at Rick Ross that way.
I'm just a radio guy. I ain't had no respect.
He ain't gonna. I think at that point, I think he would know better to come at Wayne. Now some gangster stuff though, because he you say he would get called to the carpet so fast. Hey, sir, you know why? Everyone knows why Wayne ain't there. First of all, Wayne ain't gonna be there if he knew that Turk were gonna be there. Wayne and Turk, since they were kids, like the best of friends, and then their relationship is like that. So Wayne was not going to be there unless all of the hot boys was there. Period.
By the way, I think he had another performance out in Vegas.
I'm about to say, I
probably saw that too.
I think I saw that. I got to see if it's just rumor, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
I ain't leaving this for that.
That too.
That nigga still owe me money.
Truthfully, you could have Cash Money versus Young Money.
Yeah.
And he would have sat back and just went.
That's
And even then, that's not they. I think we talked about it before. If Wayne was to do a versus, that would be him and maybe Drake or somebody of that ilk. Anybody who's listening, you can throw that Wayne versus Jay out. Throw that shit out the window. Shut up. It'll be a Wayne Drake type situation. Somebody on that tier, that maybe even a Wayne and a J. Cole type. I don't know. He
might also feel like too, just because he with this group, he might feel because he's of that cloth, like, this is beneath me.
That too.
I think also, if you remember, right around the Super Bowl time, remember Wayne was out there doing his tour. And when he released the album. And he did the joint with Birdman and them out there a couple of times. And he walked off the stage on them. That's how fed up he was. Like Birdman talking at the end the same way he was talking at the end on this joint. And he's just like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? So it was one of those things that you realize, number one, okay, both sides definitely had some hits, but you can easily see who was taking care of their side.
Who wasn't.
And who was just trying to find a way, bro. Who was still trying to show that they got it and they really don't. And how many times he shouted out NBA Youngboy and we still here, and I'm like, okay.
He has no part in this, sir. Like, I don't know. He has no part in that. Snoop popping up was dope. I was wondering if he was going to come. That was great.
Hey, he's here doing his thing because of Master P. Let's not forget.
Absolutely.
He was down and out.
Yeah. And that in itself illustrates everything you're saying. Somebody who took care of them. You can't really say that with Baby at all, man. Like you hear more horror stories in a little bit about how that thing was run. And for the fact that, Cash Money had that Universal money pushed behind them early on. They got that, they were doing their thing. They got that big push behind them. And Pete, man, they got it out the mud.
That was the Trump.
Yeah, man. That'd be literally Ice Cream Man, all that. Again, I still remember going to to a No Limit joint at Grambling all those years ago. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but I like it here. I don't.
All
I
I'm
like it
gonna
here.
say in closing,
Man, when you
for
hear dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun,
all I'm gonna say is, I was telling Dave this the other day. I said this was nostalgic in some ways, but
Yeah.
I said, let
Yeah.
me be real. I felt like this was more for New Orleans.
Yeah,
because-
True,
and I'm
for
gonna
sure.
say,
which they
especially-
should have had it there, by the way. But
Oh, it
Yeah,
wasn't
would have
in
made
New
sense. No, it
it was in
wasn't.
Vegas.
It was in Vegas.
Oh, so
Which-
I felt
yeah.
like this was more for New Orleans because, especially, I would say, especially for like Master P, because what I felt like this was it was like old school New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
versus newer school New Orleans, right? And it was like throwback versus kind of like mainstream. And I mean, mixtape versus like mainstream, where it was like the mixtape was the Master P, the mainstream was the Cash Money. For somebody that's up top, we're going to side with Cash Money because they have more of the hits. You know what I'm saying? Where with P, now I feel like in terms of the hardest hits, like the harder bops, like the harder hood bops, oh, that's gonna go to No Limit. You know what I'm saying? What make him say, you ready?
Oh, Mia
like,
X. She still looks great, by the
She
way.
killed it.
Make
Yeah,
him say,
she killed it.
with Mia X, like, and all of them, like,
Yeah.
you tell me you don't get hype, and Mia X and Fiend, like, they came to play, like.
She sounded like she was ready to cut an album right
Yeah,
now.
he was ready.
Right.
No exaggeration.
And then you had like one of the classic hood anthems when you about to commit a crime. Yeah, you need to play extra mother niggas. You about to do extra. That's what you play. Like that's one of the songs that's on your playlist when you about to throw your life away. You know
You know
what
what's crazy? You know, more than Wayne being there, I needed Mystical.
No,
Man,
but
I needed
yeah,
Mystical on
man.
that stage. man.
even to that point, right? And it's the last point, and I'm done. I started talking to my sister about it. I said, this kind of like what you were kind of alluding to, Dave, where it was like, this kind of felt like the Locks and the Dipset joint, where it was like the more polished was No Limit, where the people that was kind of all over the place outside of Juvie was Cash Money, because I'm like, yo, even the cats that wasn't there, when they play Make Him Say right? They didn't even play Mystical part. And Mystical, he arguably has the best. That was the verse that everybody was waiting for. And they did that junk so well that it was like, yo, we good. He in jail right now. We can't. You know what I'm saying? And then the funny thing is, when they did After Mother, I think I want to say Snoop. I want to say Snoop did C Murder part, or they just let that ride. But it was cool to let his ride because he has one of the greatest first verses in hip hop history. Next to Inspector Deck, C Murder has one of the greatest intro verses that get you hype in hip hop. So, and it was cool because it was a lead up to Fiend. It was a lead up to Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Who was the anchor? Who was going to close the show? But then
None of them look just like you.
Yeah. But then you go on the Cash Money side, and I'm like, you cornballs are playing a Millie, and he ain't here.
He ain't there.
And y'all ain't even hype. Like, y'all just kind of talking in the background. Ain't nobody even rapping his. The only person that tried to do it was BG. Everybody else was just on and the singer dude, the Jacquees or whatever. Everybody else was just sitting there talking, and I'm like, why would y'all even play this?
It's weird. It's weird.
So I'm like, just if I had to just sum everything up, I would say No Limit won just off of that one song alone, bro.
And if I gotta sum everything up, Timbo, Swiss, see the difference.
Let this go.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, that's
And did they end it early?
It's because they started late and then they wanted to perform their full songs because they got a camp. So
You
they
know
can't
what?
do 20 songs, and they perform the whole joints.
I peeped that. Like, why was they performing the whole song? Because it felt like,
they're performing. So Pete did an interview afterwards.
Those were crew cuts, man. Those are crew cuts.
He did an interview afterwards, and he said they had picked their 10 best songs.
Yeah.
Nah, that wasn't his 10 best. I think
I'm just telling you.
If they had it together, I really feel like No Limit could have really shut them out. But that wasn't No Limit 10 best songs because they ain't played.
I got you.
Even Cash Money left high out there.
That's why I said that was a whole Juvenile set. They would have turned that joint into a Juvenile Tiny Desk joint.
Well, they played a Millie.
So
I don't.
And then they played Big Timers. That wasn't no Cash Money junk. That was a Manny Freshman and that was.
But that's Cash Money. That's Cash Money.
But I'm saying, but I mean, I'm talking about the songs for them as a collective. Like,
it was the Cash Money. It was the Cash Money.
Remember, Cash Money was really started with them.
Yeah.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like,
now if they start playing like stuff off the Carter albums. Now I'm like,
that's completely. Yeah, that's completely.
I even take the stuff from like the Hot Boys, like, because that was.
Yeah, that's what it's truly about. So that Cash Money No Limit was really that.
If you play instead of playing a Millie, you should have played the Hot Boys, like that John. Like, I would have respected that more because that was at least no cash money. Rather than, and they was on that.
They weren't ready, bro.
They weren't. They weren't ready. They was.
That's when I started rocking with Wayne. I was like, all right, 20 a month. I was like, all right, I believe you.
Yeah, you can save me it.
Then he hit a whole nother gear. Because all I remember was the YBD. That's why I was like, I'm never calling him the greatest because I remember that.
Okay, now you ain't being disrespectful. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's the Hot Seat Podcast.
Came back to
yeah, because I wasn't done. There's a bunch of individuals.
Oh my God,
the greatest.
Oh man, the Hot Seat Podcast with the boys, Sean Master Earl, the storyteller. We are powered by DUBBY Energy. Episode 171. I'm done on Verzuz. Let's get into some. Let's switch this up. Let's get into some not so breaking news before we go to video game corner, because I think this one is going to be rather interesting. So let's get into some not so breaking news if I can find the video or something, or maybe I can't. I don't know, or maybe I can't find the intro to the show. Damn, you're right. There it is.
Not so breaking news.
Sorry, guys. I was on vacation. So not so breaking news. We got monkeys, guys. We got monkeys.
Hey.
We got monkeys. So
yeah, you calling.
This story comes out of Jasper County, Mississippi, man. This is actually published October 28th, today. So law enforcement kills several monkeys after truck hauling them overturns in Mississippi. So according to authorities, rhesus monkeys were on their way to a testing facility in Florida after being at Tulane University. Authorities said the driver of the truck carrying the monkeys told law enforcement that the monkeys were dangerous and posed a threat to humans. Authorities say they took the appropriate actions after being given the information. Jasper County Sheriff's Officer said all of the escaped monkeys, except for one, have been destroyed. The Sheriff's Department is still looking for one of the monkeys that is still on the loose. Hold for me. Hold it. So why? Because it said that these monkeys were infected or carrying hepatitis C and COVID. And we still out here, experimenting on monkeys, and we still having access. Y'all remember 1995? I would have been about 15. Earl would have been like 9. I don't know, something like that. And there was a movie that came out called Outbreak. Y'all remember that with Dustin Hoffman? And we still ain't learned by messing around with these damn monkeys, and an accident like this happens, And now they're having to find out. And mind you, they said they only missing one. You know, fortunately, it was down in Mississippi. I apologize, guys. But that movie out, you know, hey, man, look, I'm cool. And then if you're a fan of the 28 days, years, and weeks later thing, you know, they had the whole rage virus where they took the monkeys, had them watching subjected them to all of this violent, like, video and stuff in there. It ended up transforming their blood. They got out and they infected everything. So, what you think, guys? We still out here creating our own demise, huh? Is that what we're doing?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, I always say when you see it in a movie, that's because it already existed for about 20 years.
Yeah.
So
I don't
pretty much. And to think that we learned, no, definitely not.
I don't. At the end of the movie Outbreak, they had Morgan Freeman, who's been his entire life. They show where they took that virus, whatever it was called, and they put it back into like this, you know, cooled area room, and right next to it, if I'm correct, it was the H1N1 virus that it showed you in like one of the canisters. But this is the type of stuff that it still baffles me, because these type of things can happen. And again, like we look like we are in the business of creating our own extinction sometimes, because, you know, unless somebody with COVID coughed in one of these monkeys' faces, or somebody with hepatitis C got into contact, why? Like, what are we doing? Because they obviously can't cure the shit. You know, again, the business of it all. I guess that's what we're doing. And they get loose, and now they got to kill them all. And hopefully ain't nobody get bit, scratched, or anything. I guess I'm about
right now. We live in a world and also a nation that, like I said, health is whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Measles hasn't really existed since so. Oh, let's just let that joint run wild.
Yep.
That's all.
So if you're on Interstate 59 near mile marker 117, down in Heidelberg, Mississippi, just be careful. They said the only one of the monkey's still out there, so he's not a pet. Don't touch it. Don't try to take it home. Yes.
Ain't no monkey around.
Hey, look, you get bit by that motherfucker, it won't be no monkey around for you. Next thing you know, we back home shut down again. Maybe that's what we all need. Maybe that is what we all need. Just another monkey to take out some more folks, and all of us get our shit together. And maybe they open the government back up. I don't know. Let's get into some video game corner, because I'm about sick of these humans at this point. Let's go. Video game corner here at Hot Seat Podcast, powered by DUBBY Energy. What you got for us, sir? What you got?
So, you know, we're coming up to the time period as far as gaming wise, when you always hear about the new console wars.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what PlayStation is up to. What it would be? PlayStation.
It's PlayStation 5 right now. Now,
no, but it would be 6.
Yep.
So, you know, some of the rumors on that, there weren't going to be enough changes where it was making PlayStation owners go, hey, I need that. Right. Kind of like in the phone business when you see the next Apple product and people are like, not to knock Apple, but, you know, a lot of people, they sit back and they wait in line all that time and they go, okay, so you did a little update to the camera. Like, and that's what happens. Like, people sit back, just want the new shiny toy, but then when they get it, they're like, this isn't totally different than what I had. And consoles in general, Xbox, PlayStation, they're getting to that point where you're just like, this is not the big wave that I thought it was going to be. And you've been introducing these consoles more and more, sooner and sooner. You know, we used to wait like a decade between the console. Now it's like, okay, what we give you, about 3 or 4 years worth of games on that one? All right, we're going to stop making games for this one to force you to go on over to this one. And that's what I'm hearing about PlayStation. But on the Xbox side, and I kind of felt and seen this coming, if you know about the handheld that they have, that pretty much came out just now, coming in for the holiday season, that is called the
is it ROG? ROG?
Ally?
ROG. Yep.
Yeah. So those run anywhere from 600 to 1,000, right? Basically imagine a console version of that. That's what they're trying to build in this next one to come out sometime, I think, in 2027 release. So probably around the holiday season. So 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, it'll basically be a mini computer where you'll be able to do your Steam games and stuff through Microsoft. And I always felt like this should have came sooner because it's been a Microsoft product. The one thing that you can capitalize off of from Sony would be, hey, here's a computer. Oh, by the way, it has an Xbox in it.
Go figure.
That would have been the thing.
You're right.
But they weren't doing that until now they're talking about it. The main thing is, if a handheld is running 600 to 1,000, if you make that version into a console, just imagine how much that joint is.
Here's my question.
So,
will they now be able to run City Skylines on the shit? Because that's why they couldn't run it on this current one.
Go, dog.
No, not just that. And to Dave's point, so they couldn't
because it runs on a computer.
It runs on a computer just fine. And it kept like pretty much just crumbling, for lack of better terms, on there. And two, all of these advancements, as good as our sports games look, your Call of Duties, your Battlefields look so much better. So what are we doing? Like we're at the point now that I saw a robot. A robot was breakdancing. I seen a robot bring me a drink. I done seen in parts of the world, you can get a robot for stuff, cooking, and you mean to tell me you still can't give us a competent piece of hardware that pushes these things out there? Because you look at like the transition scenes and stuff like that, they look great. I saw them spend $1 million, I think they said, maybe more, maybe they're on trying to remove Superman's mustache off his goddamn face. And they couldn't do that well. And they spent them what? They said it was like what, a million? They spent 10 million, whatever weird number that was at the time. And now you can't, you're still working on yeah.
By the way, they said by the time these new consoles roll out, the one thing that PlayStation had up on Xbox, they won't have anymore because they're working on Spider-Man and all that being cross.
Yes, I thought that's what you're going to lead at because they said the console war's over because Halo is actually going over onto the Sony side.
Yeah,
they actually are going to the Sony side. And let's stay in there. While we're in here, last time we were on, we were talking about the purchase of EA going private. Since then, there's been some more developments. So now people in Congress and stuff are questioning the national security concerns around EA going private because part of that is owned by, you guessed it, a investment group that's the son-in-law, Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of Donald Trump. And on the other side, also the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund is also an investor in this. And they're like, hey, guys, we need to know how far this goes because
collecting your data.
Yeah, stuff like that. But here's the thing, guys. This is nothing new. And I think this is just something to see if they can get paid out on. The Saudi Arabia PIF, let's call it, Public Investment Fund, they are invested in a lot of things. Some of them have investment in your favorite sports teams. NFL, yeah. They are also stuff along the lines of, let me give you a few of these guys. Blackstone, Affinity Partners, of course, we were just talking about. Live Golf, there you go. Tennis, Newcastle. Let's see, Lucid Motors, gaming companies, not only EA, but Take-Two, Nintendo, and Embracer Corp. Uber, go figure. Real estate, financial services, tech. So, yeah, it's a lot. The Red Sea Project, Riyadh Air. We just watched a boxing match that they're all over in with man, what's his name? Little buddy. The two fighters we just saw. I forgot the name. Crawford and
Canelo.
Yeah, that's the whole funds that in limited money. And the sell of their purchase holders, they got shares at about $215 a share, is going private. But at the same time, they also saw that EA some of their stocks prices have gone down as well. Their values gone down as well. And some of their employees, a lot of employees have been complaining because now there's a big push for them using AI to create games as either. So there's a lot of that going on. On top of the fact that we can talk about some other stuff another day. But yeah, it's good luck, guys. Good luck. I just, as long as this don't interfere with Grand Theft Auto 6, we can just figure that out later. I guess that's what we're going to do. I guess.
You going to hear they're going to push that back to 2027 and it's going to come out on a new console. That's what they're going to do.
I'll be mad as hell if they even think about doing that. But if that is the case, I hope not. I hope not.
They probably have a movie come out before that damn game come out.
Hope so. Good luck with this, guy. The Hot Seat Podcast, powered by DUBBY, with your boy Sean Xavier, storyteller, Master Earl. Anything else we got, man? I know there's a lot. We've been gone for a few weeks. And there's so much stuff that we could talk about, but the main thing is the main thing. And I know Earl came on a little bit after the fact. I didn't know if you had any type of well wishes or anything, your take on what's going on in Jamaica right now with the storm slamming up against them right now. We talked about it at the top of the show.
I mean, definitely kept them in my prayers, man. But you know what? What I know about Jamaican folks, my brethren and my sisters, they some resilient folks. And if there's any group of people that's going to get through this, they will. So definitely, I just hope, we as a collective come together afterwards to help, rebuild and do what we got to do to get them back to where they was. But
for sure. Yeah, I hope, to your point, I hope that, I don't know what their involvement is with, I know they have, investments into these islands and whatnot. I really do hope that the cruise lines, whether it be Royal, Carnival, all these guys, these companies really put money behind this, because you're profiting off of these islands when you go into your cruise into them. They're a lot of their revenue and income is based off of tourism. So I hope that they're putting their money behind them, because I know when it comes to the U.S. and stuff, there's a bunch of red tape around this, that, and third. Yet we're the ones who are out there vacationing and living it up, while these folks are, knee deep in it. It's not something that, you want to wish on your worst enemy, to see something that you can't even run from. You're on an island that there's nothing that you can do. So, it's thoughts and prayers is not even, it's needed a lot more than that. So I hope folks are prepared to do that. And it comes at a time where people over here are struggling as well. But even then, man, I hope the proper folks get their organized selves together and assist those folks. Of course, man, this podcast wouldn't be what it is, man, if we hadn't taken our Xbox Live chat all those years and bring it over to the podcast space. And this is where you can find us now on Xbox Live. Question: did you guys' Xbox thing go up? I stayed the same.
It stayed the same on this last payment, but if you go back and look, my next one is going to be very.
Damn, I didn't even wait to see. I took care of that shit when y'all told me about it.
So you know what? It's big that you updated that. So yes, the one after when we discussed it still stayed at 20, but this next one that's coming out is going to be at 30. And I did go up and change cams down from the 20 down to the 15 one, the one in between.
Did you see
I do have to have two separate accounts. To have it on my same account, it basically has to be me logged in as if I'm playing and allowing him to use the pass at the same time. So if I'm down here playing and he's up there, it won't let it do that.
All right, then.
You got to pay $45.
Correct.
Fuck that shit. What Cam doing in school? He is great.
So
almost to them straight A's. We'll see.
So you ain't in the league no more? You ain't in the league no more? You ain't in the league no more?
What you talking about?
You say you what? Did you cancel? You cancel your check, or you just broke it down
No,
to
he
the lower tier?
downgraded.
Oh, you downgraded. Okay, I'm about to say like, damn, son.
I'm at $10, bro. I ain't no,
Fair enough.
That shit.
Man, you downgraded for it.
Fair. Yeah, I played my college football game last night in my Eastern Michigan Eagles. You know, we're 8-3 this season.
I ain't been on there since you left.
Sorry, 8-3. We're still rocking out.
We played like 1 or 2 weeks when he first left, and then that was it.
He ain't been going for 20 years.
Man, I feel like I've been going
for a good amount of time.
I left on the 10th. I just got back on the 27th.
He's been worth 3 football talks. Put it that way.
Yep, I have. I missed it so much. And make sure you guys tap in with us this Sunday because this is gonna be a doozy. Best believe it. It's gonna be a doozy. So make sure you guys tune in with us this Sunday for football talk. And one last thing there, and you haven't already.
When you left, y'all was going to the Super Bowl where you was talking.
Oh shit!
I mean, we still going to the Super Bowl to probably work it. We probably working the damn kiosk out there, bitch. That's what we doing. That's about as far as we going right now. Nothing that's going down there that happened while I was away, but I've been heavily doing it as well right now. If you haven't already, the album for myself, Sean Xavier, WRSC Kaleo, Give Me Some Space is out now everywhere. It came out on October 7th. A couple of really dope reviews that we got unsolicited came out. So it's available everywhere. Check it out. Dope hip hop. Love it. Snap 2X, man, on Xbox Live. Since I'm back in the fold, we'll be getting some more of our college football games played. Any new updates on how NBA 2K25 has been so far?
I'm in the playoffs right now for my season. My guy, the guy that I put together, small forward, spectacular. I'm loving the game so far.
26 or 27?
No, this would be 26. I think is this 26 or 25?
No, they're 25.
I don't know, man. It's all they always be like a year ahead of us or something like that. So yeah, it's been awesome to me. And then just waiting for the Call of Duty to roll out. So gotta love it. What you got
waiting for November? Yeah. I'm just happy that I'm about to have some space to play games again.
Look, my man looks stressed.
Yeah,
you rubbed your forehead like 16 times.
Stressing time.
Shout out Eastern Shore, get ready for us.
Yes, sir. Because we will
get ready for us.
We will be
in and be out.
Be in there and out there.
Oh man!
Blink your eyes. We're already back home.
Facts. Just know that when I wake up, crack of dawn, I will be on that.
Salute to all the homecoming for the HBCUs, man. It's happening. I know I saw some stuff from Norfolk State and everybody else.
College.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say right here, buddy.
Nah, Virginia Hampton had theirs last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Norfolk State had theirs.
Last week they had theirs last week.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me not get off here before this since we were on it.
Yep.
Shout out once again to Miss Mackenzie Scott for the $38 million donation to UMES and all these multiple HBCUs that you're giving us money.
Let's make sure.
While everything is a write-off, and yes, some of it she has to do, she doesn't have to give it to an HBCU.
She does not.
And she didn't have to give it to UMES because all of the big schools, all of the popular HBCUs always get it. So I appreciate her. Now you folks at UMES just make sure that gets allocated correctly.
Yes. She's given us $58 million in the last 5 years. 38 on this last one. She's given $58 million altogether in the last 5 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So football fun, what? Like, what?
Are we finally gonna get a football team again?
Marching man, what?
We're gonna make excuses.
Yeah.
Can we put can we make that football field into like a little stadium now?
You can be a coach.
Speaking pass.
You can be a coach, man. As long as you don't coach them like you coach Auburn. That's all I'm saying. Oh, snap. My bad.
Oh, you mean the one that beat y'all?
This one time we 1-1. That's all I'm saying.
No, we're not 1-1, buddy. We're not. You only beat me one time.
Hey, that counts.
I beat you a couple times.
That counts for 2, buddy.
That's fine. Whatever.
At my little 1-star school.
Just remember, I was able to keep my. I stay at Power 5 schools. You downgrade.
I'm still at my same one.
I'm still building up. Hey, look. I'm more successful than I am in Miami.
And with that, yep.
It's a hot seat, man. Powered by DUBBY. Peace.
The hot seat.